Come onto your mat. You have your feet hip distance apart. Your arms alongside the body. And you close your eyes for a few seconds to fully arrive on your mat. To come into your Pilates breathing technique, which is inhaling through the nose. And exhaling through the slightly open mouth. With each exhale, you feel how you can tighten the belt around your waist. And you feel how your shoulders relax and how you can grow up towards the ceiling. Deep inhale into your sides, into your chest, and exhale, let it go. Maybe you feel that you can press your heels even further down into the floor, growing with your head, with the top of your head up to the sky. Feel like your shoulders just melt down with each exhale. From the length of your spine, and another inhale. You take the length in, and when you exhale, you drop your chin to your chest, and you roll your shoulders to the front, and you enjoy a full roll down, letting your arms fall to the front. Your stomach scoops in and supports from the bottom before you fully roll down, and you enjoy the stretch in your hamstrings. Let your eyes be closed. When you now exhale, you roll slowly back up, having your heels directly underneath your hip bones, having an imaginary wall behind you before you slowly come back up. You inhale, you lengthen from the top of your head. And when you exhale, you lift your arms up parallel to the floor. Let your palms face to the front. And when you look to the front, you still see your arms in the side angle of your eyes. With the length in your spine, you want to inhale. And when you exhale, you rotate your upper body while your hip stays fixed. Just the upper part of your body is moving. Inhale, you come back to center. And exhale, you do the same on the other side. Inhale, you come back to the front. And when you go the next time into your rotation, take first the inhale to lengthen your spine fully. And at the very end of the exhalation, you go into your rotation. Your arms stay open and wide. Inhale, center. Exhale, let the breath go. And at the very end, you rotate. And see if you can always go a little bit deeper. Let's do it one more time on each side. Open your arms to the side before you exhale. Rotate. Hip stays fixed. And inhale to the center. Exhale, last one, other side. Wakening up the spine here a little bit. And come back to center. When you now exhale, you want to close your arms to the front and round your back. Drop your chin to your chest, and when you inhale, you want to open your arms, open your chest up to the sky. Lengthen your spine, open your heart space. When you exhale, close them to the front. Arms are still parallel to the floor. And inhale, you open the chest. Arms reach back. Let's do one more to the front. And one more to the back. And come back to center, and now integrate your fingers and take your hands behind your head. Your elbows open to the sides, your shoulders drop. You still have your heels underneath your hip joints when you now want to inhale into your sides. And when you exhale, you lean over to your left side so that you can open your right rib cage and really get a nice stretch in your sides. But you stay with your hip over your heels. When you inhale, come to center, let your shoulders drop again. And then you exhale, squeeze over to your right side. Open your left rib cage. So you really want to stay with your hip here. The natural tendency would probably be to push the hip out. And inhale, come to center, open your shoulder blades. And then exhale over to the other side. Enjoy the stretch, tune into the body. Inhale, center. Last one, other side. And then you stay here on the side. And now you close your elbows to the front, and then you open them to the side. You close, and you open. You close, and really pay attention to what is happening in your shoulder blades when you close, and how much you can open them when you open your elbows. Close the elbows to the front. Last one, and you stay here on the side. And now you just rotate your upper body so that your chest wants to look up while you stay in your side bend. Inhale here. And then you exhale, you twist around and you look to the floor while you stay still in your side bend. Let's do one more. Inhale up. Press your heels in the floor, especially the opposite one. And then rotate down again. Come back looking to the front. And then pull yourself up to the center. Lengthen from the top of your head. Feel the crown reaching up into the sky. Before you exhale, go over to the other side. And we start with the elbows to the front. And we open to the sides. Front and to the side. And you feel that you can increase the side bend by pushing the opposite heel even further down into the mat. Last one, then you stay open. And from this position, you just want to rotate in your upper spine. Inhale, open up to the sky. And exhale, your stomach scoops towards your spine while you rotate. And inhale, you open up, open your heart space. Really enjoy this twist. And exhale, other direction. Then you come back looking to the front. And then pull yourself up to the center. When you inhale, you let your head fall into your hands now. You open up to the sky again. A lot of work here in your upper spine. Then the opposite direction, chin to your chest while you slightly pull on your neck. Not too much, just a tiny bit. Inhale, let your head fall into your hands. Still imagine that you can pull your heels further into the mat. Just your upper spine and your head is falling backwards. And exhale, draw your stomach towards your spine. Put your upright position while you enjoy the stretch in your neck. Then open your head to the front again. Release your hands and open your arms to the side. Palms face forward. And now you start with little circles with your arms. So you inhale, have the lower half, exhale the upper half. And then make those circles as large as you can. Imagining that your collarbones are growing out of your sides. That your arms are growing to each wall. So that you really have active open arms. And then explore how large you can make those circles. Maybe tuning into your shoulder blades again. Searching for a fixed point in front of you. Maybe if you want to close your eyes, you probably feel your shoulders moving even better. Before you reverse the direction, letting your shoulders relax whenever your arms go up. Feeling how much more you can actually create space in your chest, in your torso. And then let those circles become smaller again. Getting smaller and smaller. Before you make a little dot at the end of the circle, feeling your shoulders nice and active before you drop your arms down and give yourself some shoulder circles to the back. Maybe you want to take your elbows with you and to the front. All right, very good. So I think your upper chest and your shoulders are nice and ready to work out. So come to the front of your mat. You have some space in front of you. And then you inhale and lengthen your spine. With the exhale, you drop your chin to your chest and you let your arms fall to the front. You enjoy a full roll down, supporting your round spine with the support of your core center. Down here, you want to come in contact with the mat. And now just lift your right heel from the mat, straightening the left leg. And then exhale, switch around. Left heel lift. Right leg is stretched. And switch around. Let your head drop. And last one, switch. And then drop both heels down to the mat. Before you look to the front and you walk in 3 steps forward into your plank position. From here, you have your hands underneath your shoulders and you push the floor away. Maybe you want to spread your fingers a little bit more so that you have more support on your mat. And you want to press your sternum in between your shoulder blades. So your gaze is pointed in between your hands. And from here, you now bend your knees and push your pelvis to the back. And then up to the ceiling so that you stretch your back. Maybe your knees are still bended. And you first want to work on the straight line in your back. So you really want to get this peak of your pyramid up high in the sky. Having a straight spine, pushing the floor away, shoulders drop back to your hips. And once you have your straight line in your upper spine, then you can draw your heels down to the floor and having a beautiful pyramid shape. Then you inhale, you come onto your toes, straightening your back a little bit more. And exhale, heels come down to the mat. Inhale, come up onto your toes, more on the inner parts. And exhale, heels down. Connect with your breath. Inhale up. Exhale, feel how your stomach sucks towards your spine. Let's do one last one. Enjoying the stretch in your hamstrings, in your back. And exhale, heels down. Then look to the front and walk with your feet towards your hands. Let yourself hang down here, short stretch in your hamstrings again. Before you now bend your knees and sit down onto your mat. Having your feet in front of you, hip distance apart. And you hold yourself in the back of your thighs, having the connection of your sit bones on the mat. Lengthen from the crown of your head. Elbows open to the sides, shoulders relax. When you now exhale, you want to bend your pelvis to the back, your stomach scoops in, and you come in a beautiful C shape in your spine. And you inhale, you lengthen back up. Shoulders relaxed. And exhale. Stomach scoops in. Really picture the spoon in your head that you want to draw with your stomach. When you inhale, you can picture the crown on your head. You're going to be proud of yourself. And when you exhale, you have the spoon in the back of your mind. Inhale, lengthen again. Feel how your shoulders automatically drop down and how your chest can open. And you exhale, you roll yourself to the back. Inhale, crown onto your head. And exhale, you almost want to come with your spine tail in contact with your forehead. The next time you lengthen, you release your hands and take your arms to the front, palms face each other. And you repeat the movement just with your arms being straight to the front. And you have the spoon in your head again. Just go as far as you can hold this. Inhale, lengthen. Straight spine and exhale. Roll to the back. Maybe each time you can go a little bit lower down towards the floor. And exhale, you bend your pelvis to the back. Suck your navel in. And now you feel the first vertebrae of your spine. That's the moment when you inhale again. And then you exhale. You want to roll back up again. Lengthen your spine. Sitting up tall. Exhale. You bend your pelvis. You suck your navel in. You feel your first vertebrae. And also the first of your upper spine, but then you inhale already and exhale, you roll yourself back up, sitting up straight, one straight line from your shoulders over your hips. And then exhale. Go slowly and with control. Picturing the spoon. Lower spine first. We tend to forget the lower spine. And then now you can drop fully with your full spine. Arms come next to your head. And you align yourself here on the floor. So you feel a connection of your feet on the mat, which are hip distance apart so that you have room for a third foot in between. You feel the connection of your pelvis, of your sacrum, so that you have a little gap underneath your lower spine so that we can keep the double S curve of our spine. You feel the connection of your torso, your upper spine, and the back of your head. From here, you first start inhaling into your chest, which means that you press your upper spine even further into the floor. And when you exhale, you let the breath go and you relax your shoulders down towards the floor. Take another inhale. And exhale. So you feel that you can soften your chest. Another deep inhale. When you now soften your chest, you circle your arms over the sides and lift your head up. At the very end, you look onto your stomach. When you now inhale, you take your arms up to the ceiling next to your head. Drop your head and then exhale. Relax your chest. Lift up your head and circle your arms. Inhale one more time down. And exhale, circle over the sides and lift up. Very good. Then stay here, integrate your fingers and put your hands behind your head. As we did in standing, we also want to here open our elbows to the sides, draw our shoulders down towards our pelvis. Before we now activate our core, the stomach drops down and you feel very connected with your sacrum on the floor. So you grow deep roots here, still have this little gap underneath. Before we now come with both legs up into our tabletop position. So your lower legs lay on this imaginary table and you have your knees directly over your hip joints and still have this little gap underneath. Okay, from here we now tip with our right toe to the front of the mat. Then we inhale here. When we exhale, we directly switch those legs. And exhale, switch. So we just come back with our knees over the hip so that we still have our lower spine lifted from the mat. And we tip rather to the front of the mat instead of directly underneath our knee. So what we don't want to do is something like this. We want to go in the 90-degree angle to the front and coming back up. Let's do one more on each side. And then you lower your upper body down. You leave your legs where you have them in this tabletop. Take a deep inhale into your upper spine. When you now exhale, you let your chest drop. And you lift your head up in a long circle. Now release your hands and grab the back of your thighs. Now you want to lift yourself a little bit higher. And now you press your lower spine down. Take your hands again behind your head. From here, you now want to rotate your upper body, pressing your lower spine down. And from here, you release your right hand again, come in contact with your upper thigh. And you lift here for 4, for 3, for 2, pressing your lower spine down. Last one, come with your hand behind your head again. Back to center. Inhale, lower shortly down. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, soften your chest. Lift your head up in a long circle. Your chin drops to your chest. You now press your lower spine down into the mat. So automatically your knees come a little bit closer, but just because you have this imprint of your lower spine. From here, you rotate your upper spine. You release your left arm, come in contact with your thigh, and then you lift for 4, for 3, exhale, 2, and last one, come back behind your head. Inhale, lower down, and enjoy a short break. Pressing your upper spine into the floor so you feel the space in your chest, in your heart space. Exhaling, dropping your chest. And lifting your head up again. From here, you now release your hands and you just grab your right knee and you extend the left leg to the front so that you really stretch this leg, and you want to create one straight line. While you hold this knee, you want to keep the knee actually over the hip joint. Inhale here. When you exhale, you switch those legs around. Inhale, exhale, switch, and switch. So what we want to do now, which is a little variation of the single leg stretch, is that we want to come with our knee only over our hip joint, so that we don't pull it fully in, we just keep it over our hips. Chin to chest, keeping the natural curve of your spine. For 2 more. Last one. Then you come back to tabletop, grab the back of your thighs, lower your legs down, and then roll yourself up into your floated sit. You still have your hands behind your knee pads. You have your elbows open to the sides so that you can drop your shoulders down. We're going to do another variation of the rolling so that we can prepare ourselves for the rolling better. So what we do is we first bend our pelvis again so that we bend backwards, and we slowly come further down towards the mat. And once you hit your lumbar spine again with control, you inhale. And when you exhale, you want to maybe use also the strength of your legs and of your core to come back up into your floated sit. At the very end, you can gently straighten your back, dropping your shoulders, and then exhaling, bend to the back. And very slowly, you want to come down. So you really want to connect with your lumbar spine. Yes. From here, you inhale. And you exhale, take more the strength of your core by squeezing your sit bones together to come back up. Yes, inhale, lengthen. Only 1 more to go. So go very slowly and controlled. Think about the spoon again. You want to take the spoon down, inhale, and then you exhale, roll back up. Okay, lengthen at the very end. Now we're ready to go for some rollings, for a little relaxation in our spine. So take your hands to your ankles, make yourself round like a little ball. And we basically use what we now prepare, the strength in our lower abs and our core center, to roll back and forth. So we inhale, roll to our shoulder blades. Exhale, we come back to this position. Let's roll. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. So we want to keep the distance between the upper leg and the lower legs. They remain the same. And you just stay in this ball position. That it's like also a little massage for your spine. Let's do 2 more. Maybe you feel that you can almost take a little break there on your shoulders. And coming back up. Beautiful. And straighten your legs to the front. Flex your feet and open them in the width of your mat. From here, you take your arms, lift them parallel to the floor. Palms face each other. And you drop your chin to your chest. You give yourself a spine roll to the front until you come in contact with the mat. From here, you want to extend your arms further to the front as far as you can go without losing the connection of your sit bones on the mat. Then you come inhale, back up into your straight spine. And exhale, chin drops down, and you roll slowly to the front while your navel sucks in, and then you extend to the front. Flex your feet, and then inhale, come back, and slowly set one vertebrae per vertebrae onto each other. Let's do 2 more together. Go with your breath. Extend to the front. If you want, feel free to close your eyes to really tune into the movement. Relax your shoulders, think about your crown, and then chin to chest. Roll to the front, extend to the front, and now we stay here While you extend further to the front, you stay connected with your sit bones on the mat. And from here now, you want to straighten your back while you lean forward and your arms come next to your head. So you have one straight line, from your spine tail to the top of your head. And then you round your back again. Hands come down in contact with the mat. Maybe you want to extend a little bit further with your arms to the front. And from here, you take another exhale. And then you straighten your core so that you can support your back while your arms come next to your head. And you draw one straight line. From here, you stay. And now you squeeze your shoulders together while your arms open in a cactus shape. You inhale, you lengthen to the front. Exhale, squeeze together. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze together. Feel the connection of your sit bones. 2 more. You can also slightly bend your knees if that's more comfortable. And exhale, last one. Extend your arms to the front and then round your back. Come in contact with the floor. And then slowly roll back up, arms to the front. Now close your feet together, point your feet. Inhale here. And then exhale, bend your pelvis to the back. Roll slowly back down onto your mat. Come in contact with the floor, arms next to your head. You take a deep inhale here. Really lengthen your spine, your whole body from your fingertips to your toes. Feel the length in your whole body before you exhale. Circle your arms over the sides. Lift your head up. Look onto your stomach. Now you inhale. When you exhale, you squeeze your core together to peel your spine off from the mat. And you guide your arms directly to the front, parallel to your legs. Head drops in between your arms. Have your round back. And with this round back, we want to go directly to the back. So you slowly come back down. Feel first the imprint of your lower spine. And then your upper spine, your head drops, your arms next to your head. Feel the full length in your body. And exhale, circle over the sides. Lift your head up. If you want, you can also take a leg to support you. When you now exhale, squeeze your core and use the pressure of your leg in your hands to come up, and then take your arms to the front and come into a C shape in your back. Shoulders draw back and your arms are parallel to the floor. Head drops in between your arms. Okay, from here we roll back down, and we're going to combine another movement. So we take our arms down onto the mat. And that's when you feel your lower spine coming down, your legs lift up, your head drops down, and you keep pressing your lower spine down so that you can initiate from your core, your legs moving and rolling over so that they are parallel to the floor. Then you flex your feet and your sit bones shine to the sky before you now separate your legs. And then your navel draws in before you slowly roll back down. Your legs are still straight or also slightly bent, depending what your body is telling you. You feel your lower spine. That's the moment when you connect your legs together. You point your feet and your upper body continues with your legs to the front, and you come up into a teaser, arms left next to your head. Then your legs fall down to the front. You lean forward, but your arms circle to the back. Then your arms circle to the front. You round your back and you go back down. So you first feel the connection of your lower spine. That's the moment when your legs lift up, your arms lower down, and you keep moving over. Straighten your legs. Feel the connection of your breath and your core. Straighten your legs if you can. Then flex your feet. Separate your legs. And then slowly, with control, make a print of your spine on your mat. Feel that each vertebrae comes first down onto the mat. Before you connect your legs again, point your feet, lower your legs, your upper body follows. You come up, straighten your back, arms next to your head, teaser. Lower the legs down, arms move back while your upper body leans over. Circle the arms over the front, and let's do one last together. Lower down. If you want to do a variation, you can also take your arms next to your head before you roll your legs over. So then it's very important to take the strength of your core, straighten your legs, flex your feet, draw your navel in, and then separate your legs. And very slowly, with control, you want to come down towards the mat. And then connect your legs. Draw them down, your arms and upper body follow. Teaser. Most beautiful teaser that you've ever done. And then your legs lower down, arms move back. And then circle your arms over the front. And then lift your upper spine up. Straighten your back. And then cross your legs. And go over your knees into your all fourth position. And from here, we shortly come back onto our heels to give ourselves a short rest position. Breathing into your mid-back, into your core, into your belly. Shortly tuning into the feeling. Maybe some muscle groups are signaling something. Whatever arises, just let it be there. And take it in. All right. From here, you now round your back and you come into your all fourth position again. You have your hands underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips, and you want to press the floor away so that we don't hang too much in our shoulders. We want to be active in this position already. Support from the bottom with your core that we already worked on. So you press away so that you almost have a round upper spine. From here, we now want to extend our left leg to the back. We tuck our toes under. Activate your core, equalize your hip, and then you also slide the right leg to the back so that you find yourself in plank again. Now, very controlled, we take first the left knee back down, and then we take the right knee back down, sliding over the mat. Okay, let's do it one more time together, and we want to really pay attention to equalizing our hip. So once you set your toes under, you want to imagine a glass of water on your sacrum that you want to keep there when you now exhale and extend your right leg to the back, and you still have your glass of water. Yes, very good. Then you take your left knee back down, thinking of the glass of water, so hip is equalized, and then the right knee follows. Yes. All right, the next time we stay in our plank, so exhale, take whatever leg you want to choose, tuck your toes under, and the right leg follows. Press the floor away. From here, take your right knee and you want to connect it underneath with your left elbow. So you come into a nice twist. Then you set the leg back, parallel to the floor. And now you want to connect the knee with your nose. So you round your back, push the floor away. You extend the leg parallel again, point your foot. And now you twist underneath, left elbow. Extend to the back and knee to nose around your back. Let's do one more together. So exhale, twist, left elbow, extend, and knee to nose while you round your back. Then set it back, put the toes back down, and then switch to the other side. So you untuck your toes, left knee, right elbow. Set the leg back and knee to nose, round your back. Set the leg back. Let's do 2 more. Come on, guys. Switch underneath and extend. Knee to nose. Press the floor away. Extend. Last one to go. Twist. Connect with your breath. Use your exhale. And last one. Set the foot back and then lower one knee after the other down onto the mat. And come shortly into your rest position. Let your forehead drop onto the mat. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, let it go. Very good. One more deep breath in. And out. From here, you want to round your back again into your all-fours. You leave your knees underneath your hips, hands underneath your shoulders. So you press the floor away. With the next exhalation, you activate your core, suck the navel in, and you open your left arm parallel to the floor. Straighten your arm, and you really want to reach out of your shoulder joint. With the next inhale, you want to twist and turn around so that your arm reaches up to the ceiling. And then you inhale, you come back down. Okay, let's take the exhale. I think I said inhale before. So let's take the exhale for twisting. And inhaling for equalizing. Exhale. Think about your length in your spine before you twist around. Inhale, come back. Let's do one more together. Coming back down. Now thread the needle through. Guide the arm underneath. Bend your elbow and fully drop down onto the mat. Relax shortly here and enjoy the stretch. Really reach far underneath. Before you exhale, press yourself back up again. Placing the hand underneath your shoulder. And let's switch to the other side. So we extend our right arm parallel to the floor. And really imagine that someone is pulling this arm out of your joint while you still stay centered with your all-fourth position. With the next exhalation, you rotate and twist and lift up as far as you can. Inhale, you come back to center. It's quite a challenging movement for your back muscles. So you really want to go with control, taking your hips still in this equal position. Come back, inhale. And exhale. Lift up, press the other limbs down into the floor. Last one. Straighten your arm and open. Lower the hand down and thread the needle through. And lower down shortly, fully onto the mat. And enjoy this little stretch. And then set the hand back onto your shoulder. Now tuck your toes under. And press yourself again away from the mat. So that's very important here in this position, as you maybe have realized. And then you want to lift your knees from the mat. Just hover them shortly over the mat. And then inhale, lower them down again. Maybe you want to adjust your hands or knees before you exhale. Hoover the knees. And inhale, place them back down. Exhale, hoover. Inhale, place down. 2 more like this. Just a tiny bit they lift from the mat. And you still have your straight spine. So you think about the top of your head and your spine tail. They want to pull yourself into length. And next time we stay lifted with those knees. We hold this for 2 deep breath circles. Suck the navel in. Another inhale. And exhale. And now you guide your pelvis over your heels. And at the very end, back up into the sky. So you want to stretch your back. Come into your up stretch. Or into your pyramid shape, either with straight legs or bended knees. Really setting the peak up high. Enjoying the stretch in your back. Maybe you want to come onto your toes and like setting the heels back down, or you maybe just want to walk on the spot. Maybe letting your knees drop inwards so that you can also take the hip with you. Or maybe you just want to stay in your pyramid shape for a couple of breaths. Whatever it is your body is telling you. And take one more deep breath circle. Before you exhale, you walk with your straight legs towards your hands. Set them parallel to each other, hip distance apart. Let your head drop down and you look through your legs. And then you integrate your forearms and just shortly rock from side to side. Maybe you want to close your eyes to shortly tune into your body, into the movements that we did. Before you now let go of your forearms, taking an inhale. When you now exhale, you slowly set your spine back up straight, but really placing awareness on each part of your spine. Maybe you even got a deeper understanding of your lumbar spine. Feeling this imaginary wall behind you that helps you to straighten your spine fully. Having the crown of your head reaching up to the ceiling or to the sky. Leaving your eyes closed for a moment, letting the feeling sink in. Feeling the sensation of your breath. And then inhale, open your arms up to the ceiling. Circle them over the sides. And look up to the sky. And then last but not least, let's bend over to the side. So as we did in the beginning, now with just straight arms. We want to lean over, keeping our pelvis over our heels. And we inhale, we come back to center. And we exhale, lean over to the other side. So your hip stays fixed. We don't want to go too far, just in our upper spine. Inhale to center. And then exhale, let your arms fall to the front. Shake everything off. While you bend your knees, inhale. And exhale, let it go. Come on, shake everything up. Inhale, last one. And exhale, let it go. Then take your arms up and then place your hands on your shoulders. Feeling the warmth of your hands, placing all the energy in your body. And with your hands on your shoulders, thank yourself, thank your body for joining this practice this morning. And I thank you for being here and hope to see you very soon.